My name's Lisa. I'm the founder and owner of Nouveau Debut, and I create Bible journaling kits, stencils, and I run workshops. And this is the 5th lesson out of a series of 8 for the summer kit. So the summer Bible art journaling kit. And today's reading is where it's from Colossians, and Paul is talking about praying constantly for people. He's talking about the fact that it's never ceasing. So this is what we're going to create today. Oops, there we are. And it's dead simple, and everything you need, bar the background, I've forgotten what they're called, the ink pads, are in your kit. So shall we go? So we're jumping into God's Word. We're in Colossians 1, 9 to 14. For this reason, since the day we've heard about you, we have not stopped praying for you. We continually ask God to fill you with the knowledge of His will through all the wisdom and understanding that the Spirit gives, so that you may live a life worthy of the Lord and please Him in every way, bearing fruit in every good work, growing in knowledge of God, being strengthened with all power according to His glorious might, so that you may have great endurance and patience, and give joyful thanks to the Father, who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of His holy people in the kingdom of light. For He has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son He loves, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins. That is very powerful. So what am I doing here? I have used some ink pads with a blending sponge, and the ink pads I've used are permanent inks. They're the Ranger archival inks. You can use any ink you want. You could equally use acrylic paint or watercolour background. It's up to you, but I did it because I wanted quite a bright, vibrant background, because I'm cutting out this silhouette of a person on their knees with their arms raised to God praying, and this is in your kit. It's a little bit of a tricky cutting out. Notice that I'm actually moving the picture and not the scissors themselves when I was doing that, the person. Now I'm cutting out the Scrabble tiles, the bigger set. Now in this reading he talks about the fact that he's been praying relentlessly, and that's what God calls us to do. Pray relentlessly for people and for situations, and if necessary on our knees praying, in a humble way. In other parts of the Bible it talks about the people in the Bible being face down in front of the Lord. Now what I'm doing here is I'm using the stencil. Now it was originally, when I drew it, little tiny flowers. Sometimes it looks like flowers, sometimes it looks like birds, but I've just used it as kind of a bit of background interest, and I'm using a black and a blue archival ink. Again, it doesn't matter what kind of ink it is, but I didn't want it to be, I want it to be dark but not pitch black. And dead simple, that one, dead simple. It's pleasure to do. Didn't take me particularly long, took me about 20 minutes from conception to finishing. So as you can see on the screen, this is the finished result, and I just think it looks really simple, to the point, and it helps remember that we should be praying relentlessly for all our situations. See you in session 6.